What's going on YouTube? Cloverbells here, back with another Series 18 video, this time featuring Reshiram. Yes, I've wanted to try Reshiram for a while now, and of course, I've just been trying every single restricted this format at least once, building a team around it, and finally, we get around to using Reshiram. So, the way we're going to go with Reshiram here is we're going to make it bulky with an Assault Vest, and we're just going to clean up later in the games, in the back after our other max options have done its work. So what are we running with Reshiram here? Earth Power, Blue Flare, Draco Meteor, and Hyper Beam is the Clover tech of choice on Reshiram. Why Hyper Beam? Max Strike, Speed Control, okay? So Reshiram struggles a little bit with speed. It's not the fastest mon. It's like along with the other restricteds with just having like a base 90 speed. Along with the 95s, but if we have max strike plays, we can help out with the speed control a little bit. So Reshiram's a nice choice in Series 8 just because it's a nice counter to Zacian. Okay, but we need more than just a Reshiram on a team to be able to counter the rest of the meta. So what else do we have? You can't have a Clover team without a Grimmsnarl. So we've got Fake Tears and Scary Face, both moves that Reshiram can really benefit off of. We've got Fake Out and we've got Spear Beak this time. No Sucker Punch this time because we're not really using a Metagross to self-proc it. So we went with Spear Beak instead. And we have the Lando, which is our first max option that we're going to go for here. We're running a Lumberry with the Swords Dance set because next to it we're going to partner it with Amoonguss. So again, Amoonguss is on this team because, we can play the game in Trick Room. We have Spore, everybody knows what Spore does, and we're running Clear Smog, but again, the Amoonguss can enable our Landorus by going for Rage Powder plays while Lando can set up with Swords Dance, and then Lando can potentially sweep after a Swords Dance play. Alright, and then the rest of the team, we've got Regieleki. We've used this Regieleki set before with Eerie Impulse, but again, the main value is Electro Web with more speed control to really help out Reshiram, and even Lando can really benefit from the speed control here. But the last option, the last sleeper pick, is my favorite one, and I'm glad to bring him back in Series 8. It's Offensive Celesteela. Yes, if you know me so well, you know that I use this thing to death in Series 7. I brought this with me along with Garchomp to the Players' Cup qualifiers back in January. I haven't used it a single time in Series 8. Everybody's using Wide Guard Leech Seed with it, but, I never like to play Steela in that kind of way. I always build it offensively, and you notice that we're running Protect, and in the past I've used Assault Vest Steela. This time we're going Life Orb. We want to hit hard with Steela, so we're going with a Life Orb set, and the reason why Steela is here is because Reshiram is weak with Max Quake. So if we can get a potential pivot into Steela, we could dodge a Max Quake into Reshiram. And, Steela is also a great partner next to Lando, because we could always switch out our Amoonguss, heal it for the late game, and then Lando could go for Earthquake next to Steela, and, it just works fine. And, Steela really benefits also with the Grimmsnarl, because, again, Fake Tear support, and also Scary Face. This time, our Steela is a little bit faster than the way I normally like to play it, just because we have enough speed to outspeed base speed 100s by itself. Alright? But a lot of synergy on this team, a lot of good combos. It's a fun one, and I can't wait to showcase it in the battles. Let's get to it. Oh boy. Alright, it's not another ranked ladder day unless you see a Kyogre team. Except he's got Talonflame, and there's an Articuno. So, if he leads the Articuno Kyogre, I'm gonna have an issue there, because if I reduce the speed with a Lecky, then I'll just proc competitive. But, yeah, see, the Talonflame is interesting. But other than the Talonflame, Steela looks okay here. He does have Duraludon, so Reshiram in the back for sure. Okay. How do I want to do this? Do I want to go like this? Like a Lecky and Steela? Now let's go Grimmsnarl, Reshiram. Yeah, I guess Steela in the back. Let's try like this. So it all depends on his lead here. Are you leading the Talonflame, or are you leading the Articuno? So time will tell. Duraludon and Rillaboom. Okay, I didn't expect this. So he's gonna Grassy Glide my Regieleki to the next dimension here. And I guess he led the Duraludon because of my Amoonguss. But I did not expect this. Oh boy. Yeah, and that Duraludon really pins my Grimmsnarl. I think what I have to do this turn is I have to protect the Aleki, switch out the Grim, and I guess get in Steela here. Yeah, let's do it like this. Yeah, I can't let Grim die so easily this early. Hopefully, we'll make this call right with the Aleki. So we'll protect. So no Dynamax here. Did he go for Fake Out or Glide? He went for Fake Out, and he went into the Aleki. And is this a Flash Cannon? It is. This is likely into Steela. Alright, that's fine. We take that. Okay. Now what we can do is... Okay. I am Life Orb. He is going to Grassy Glide me. I feel like Reshiram takes that. And then we can make our Steela very fast. And so will our Reshiram be fast. Alright, we'll go for a airstream on this slot. Anticipating the Grassy Glide. And we'll Dynamax the Steela. Alright, I want to keep the Grimmsnarl and Aleki for the late game against the Kyogre. Withdraws the Rillaboom. Ooh! Are you Sash? You better hope you're Sash. Alright, we're gonna find out. Unless that Talonflame was Sash. But that Urshifu better hope he's Sash. Alright. But either way, we're gonna get a +1 boost here. In terms of speed, and if we could get special attack boost, that would be amazing as well. It's going to be a Dark Pulse. We're going to take that fine. We're Assault Vested. And here comes the Max Airstream. Now the question is, are you Sashed? You are not Sashed, so that's a +1 boost and a +1 special attack boost. Okay. Alright. He made that call. Alright, now he knows I'm Life Orb. Alright, we're gonna get some Grassy Glide recovery for Reshiram, so that's good. It is gonna be the Talonflame. Okay. So, that one might be Sashed. If he Draco Meteors Reshiram, I'm gonna be sad, but not the saddest thing in the world. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Earth Power this slot, and I guess we Airstream. Alright, he's gonna max the Duraludon! Okay. Unless this is the Talonflame. Okay, he maxed the Duraludon. That's very interesting. We might do good damage with this Earth Power. Alright, let's see if he Tailwinds. He does go for the Tailwind. Is your Duraludon faster now? You are? Max Darkness? Okay, into Steela. Alright, we take that very nicely. Okay. That's fine. Except, here comes the Earth Power! Good lord. Alright, except that's a problem because we proc the weakness policy. But we are going to get an airstream boost here. So this should make us faster than Duraludon, and Talonflame is not sashed either. So both Reshiram and Steela have +1 boost, and Steela has a +2 boost in the special attack department now. So, whatever comes in is gonna take a +2 max whatever. And yeah. So my opponent has a problem now, because again, we still have the Eleki and the Grimmsnarl in the back. And here comes the Rillaboom. Okay. So, my opponent is kind of pinned here. We'll go Earth Power there. He does have a boost, but I feel like this is still the safer play. Alright, he goes for the Fake Out. That's fine. Alright, Max Darkness. So, is this enough to kill Steela? Oh my god, it is. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Could go Eleki here. Alright, let's go Grimmsnarl. We do have a Fake Out here. How many turns of Tailwind does he have? He still has 2 turns of Tailwind. Okay, how do I want to do this? Alright. So I have the Eleki in the back. Okay. I have a +2 boost, correct? I do. I have a -2 special defense, though. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to Earth Power this. Hope that's enough. We're going to Fake Out the Rillaboom, just so I don't get glided into next week. Alright, Fake Out comes out. No Grassy Glide from him. And we are faster than Duraludon. Earth Power, goodbye Dynamax! So, that's why Steela and Reshiram are good together. Alright, now these special defense drops don't matter, because Rillaboom is physical, and that should be the game. Alright. My good friend Bryce Young says Duraludon is one of the worst Pokemon ever, and he really hates Talonflame. So Bryce, if you're watching, this guy had both on one team. So here we go. We're gonna Blue Flare that, and it's not really gonna matter, but we're gonna Fake Tears this. And this should be the game. Battle was cancelled! Reshiram and Steela take the bacon. Okay, there's a Pikachu and a Dubwool, and I'm afraid. Yep. Pikachu and Dubwool. Okay. Lando goes bonkers here. Like, Zacian, Charizard, Cinderace. Like, you can't tell me this is not a Pikachu. You can't tell me this isn't a Lando game. And he's got Corviknight and Zacian. We got a Reshiram for that. So, yeah. Okay, how do I want to play this, though? Well, you know he's going to bring the Zacian in the back, right? So, we'll keep the Reshi in the back. Yeah, so why don't we just do this? We'll do it like this. And then Reshi. Cinderace, Regieleki does look okay. So does Steela, but there's 2 fire types, so maybe not Steela. I think the Aleki will come this game. Let's give it a go. So again, the idea is to preserve the Reshi for the Zacian in the back. And hopefully Lando can put enough pressure here and, you know, take out at least 1 or 2 Mons with Swords Dance Dynamax plays. It's going to be Cinderace and Pikachu. Is this going to be Sing? Is this going to be a Sing Pikachu game? Now, if the Cinderace goes for Max Airstream, that's going to be bad. But we did just Intimidate the Cinderace. So, you can't tell me I can't go for something like... I could Earthquake here, but hold on. He does have a Corviknight in the back. So, I just punished the Cinderace with the Intimidate. So, here's what I'm going to do. I could Spore. I could Rage Powder. I don't think I need to Spore this turn. I think I just want to get up the Rage Powder. And I will just flat out Swords Dance. Yeah, I'm going to Swords Dance in his face. And we'll see how this goes. So we're going to get the Rage Powder out here. It is just going to be a straight up Pyro Ball. Okay. So Amoonguss takes that nicely. And we are going to Swords Dance. Let's see what the Pikachu decides to do here. It is the Sing Pikachu. So Amoonguss goes to sleep. Okay. Perfectly fine. Alright, now... how do I want to do this? Cinderace doesn't pose too much of a threat here. He did just Pyro Ball. We're gonna try and go for Protect here. It doesn't really matter what we do. Hell, if anything, we'll just do it like this. Now, how do I want to do the Lando here? Well, I don't want to get sung again. I could just Earthquake. But I think I'll just Dynamax and Quake. I don't think I need to Earthquake yet. I mean, Dynamax yet. So I think I'll just... no, actually, let's just do it. We're gonna commit. We're gonna commit. Alright, I'm Dynamaxing the Lando on the Sing Pikachu that he got from the event. Okay, here we go. So Cinderace does decide to go for a bounce. That's kind of why I didn't want to commit the Max Quake into the Cinderace slot. I knew he would try something like that. Alright, or either switch into the Corviknight. But we get to knock out the Pikachu. And our Amoonguss will take a turn of sleep, which is all I could really ask for. Alright. Alright, so we take our turn of sleep. Now, the Cinderace is still faster, but that's still okay. And there's the Zacian. Okay. Still fine. Now, I'm hoping for a turn 2 Wake Up here. I'm not too worried about the Zacian, because I have a Reshiram in the back that can just smash it. But I do want to take out the Cinderace here. So let's see if I can do it. Can Amoonguss wake up here? Alright. So, turn 2 unfortunately didn't work out. He is going to go Behemoth Blade into my Lando. That's fine as well. Alright, we should take it okay. Alright, and oh, he goes for the bounce into the Lando. Okay, he doubled into my Lando slot. Well, goodbye, Cinderace. Alright, so Lando taking out two Max. Two Mons here. And he still has his Max option. Alright, so my Amoonguss is taking some hits here. I may choose to preserve the Amoonguss. We'll see. Because he has one more turn of sleep, and it is the Zard. Alright, so the Zard, we do have an Alecki for, but if he goes for Airstream, that's bad. So I may have to Airstream the Zard right back. But I'm going to try for the Rage Powder here. And we are going to try for the Rock Fall. The thing is, I think Amoonguss just dies. Alright, but I'm going to try for it. Doesn't really matter. Alright, so we get a little unlucky with the 3 turns of sleep. Choosing not to max at all, but I guess this is his play. Yep, to take out the Lando. And now the Zard can just Heat Wave and take out my Amoonguss. So a little unfortunate that my Amoonguss got slept there. Do we live this? Oh, we do? Alright. Okay, so this looks... Alright, Amoonguss just died. The Sand, unfortunately, a little bit of bad luck there. Okay, so we got the Reshi, we got the Alecki. So... this is still... we're in a great spot here. Because, like, what does... what did these two Mons do to Reshiram? So, we could just Blue Flare the Zacian, and we could just E-Web. Or we could just Thunderbolt the Zard. Either way. Now, I have to decide. Do I want the Speed Control, or do I want to just kill the Zard right now? I feel like I kind of have to kill the Zard. I am Assault Vested. Let me think about this. Thunderbolt? Alright, I'll think about this later, but we'll see if this was the right play. Except my opponent didn't want to Dynamax. I don't know what his plan was this game then. So then Reshiram just gets a free Blue Flare here. Alright, good. Why did my opponent not Dynamax? Okay. We'll take that free win then. Alright, it is what it is. Okay, Sebastian. Getting ready for Series 9. Okay. He's got the Trick Room with the P2. But that's fine. We have an Amoonguss. Lando looks kind of solid against this squad. He does have the Azumarill, but we have an Alecki. Now, that is probably why he has the Marowak. Lando looks pretty good, I have to say. Yeah, I guess we'll just do it like this. Amoonguss, Lando. And I guess Reshi, because it's our restricted. Now, I can't... Alecki's kind of hard because of that Marowak. I think Steela in the back is fine. Yeah, because at least it gives us an answer to Koko. But But other than that, it's not the best, but I guess it's better than nothing. Yeah, because like the Garchomp and the Marowak kind of neuter the Alecki, so I went with the Steela. Alright, so Lando, if we can keep Lando alive and set him up with the Swords Dance, I think we're in a really good spot. Okay, oh, nice shoes. Alright. So, he does leave with the Trick Room. And that's fine. So, we will intimidate the Marowak, which is very good. Now, the Amoonguss, we do have the Focus Sash, so if he decides to Max Flare into that slot, we're okay. So what I will do, I could go for the turn 1 Sport, in all honesty. And the Marowak doesn't really bother me. Did he have anyone with Fly? He did not. And there's not anyone there that wants to take this Max Quake. So what I'm gonna do is, I guess I'll Spore the P2 and I'll Swords Dance, because I don't think the Marowak stays in this situation. He would be wise to switch that out. The Marowak protects, which is even better. So we'll go for the Swords Dance. Alright, the P2 will get off the Trick Room, but again, it's fine. Or not. Or not. That's right, because Trick Room gives him the priority thing. He goes last. So we get that, and we did Swords Dance, so this is going really, really well. Again, nothing in the back is gonna really want to take this Max Quake. If anything, I could just Earthquake, and I don't think I have to max just yet. So what I'll do here is I'll Protect. I don't need to max. I could just do this. I could even Swords Dance again, in all honesty. But I feel like this is more than enough. So he does withdraw the Marowak. That's what I thought he would do the first turn. Alright, so the Azumarill is going to take an Earthquake here, which is what I want. Alright. So, good on him for switching the Marowak, but is the Azumarill going to really want to take this this Earthquake from Lando? The answer is no. He does get to eat his berry, so no Belly Drum shenanigans from the Azumarill. Okay, and the P2 is fast asleep. So now what I'm going to do now is this. We'll keep our Amoonguss alive. We'll switch into Steela, and then we'll just Earthquake again, because how does he stop this? So, switch out, and here comes the Steela. Now, he could Aqua Jet, but that's totally fine. He does Aqua Jet. That should not kill by any means. Yeah, see, I mean, it did good damage. He got a crit. But again, we're going to take 2 Mons, and he doesn't get to set up his Trick Room. He just has a Marowak, which is fine because we have a Reshiram in the back, if anything. Alright, so Lando did a great job here. Alright, and there is a Cinderace, so that could be his max option. Or it could be the Marowak. We are faster than the Marowak, so if we get an Earthquake off, that would be great. But I would expect the Cinderace to go for like a Pyro Ball here. I will switch the Steela. So he's got 2 fire types. I could honestly just Protect. How do I want to do this? Okay, how about this? He's got 2 good targets. Let's switch out. Let's switch out into Amoonguss. And we'll Rock Slide here. Let's try this. So, if he goes for the Lando, he goes for the Lando, but I am just trying to position myself for Reshiram to come in and clean this up. Alright, so he'll use one of his max turns. Again, if the Lando goes down here, it's not the end of the world. Because the Lando did his job, taking out the Trick Room. It's not even Dynamax Cinderace. I mean, G-Max, so... again, okay. Are there any tournaments right now that's just only using Series 7? Because this is, you know, the thing. Alright, so he goes for the Lando. That's fine. Okay, and let's see what the Marowak decides to go for here. Alright, so he's Life Orb. It is a Flare Blitz, that's fine. Okay, we're down to 1. So, yeah, that did a lot, obviously. Okay, we could go into Steela now and just Dynamax. And then Reshi can clean up in the endgame with, like, Earth Power plays. Or even Hyper Beam. But how do I want to do this? Because I'm gonna be faster than the Marowak, right? Yeah, actually, yeah, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. I don't want to max the Reshiram. I'll save it for the end game. Alright, and what I will do is I'll Rage Powder. And I know the Cinderace will knock it out, but that's what I want. And then what I'll do is we'll Airstream, because unless he Airstreams, we're going to be faster than the Cinderace. So we're going to go for the Marowak here. Because the Steela is EV to be pretty quick here. Alright. So the Cinderace will attack the Amoonguss, and then we'll kill the Marowak, and Steela will be fine. Alright. Alright, so there's the Rage Powder. Okay, and he goes for the Flutterby. Okay, so he's a Bug type now. Very interesting. So no Max Airstream. Okay. I think that's still enough to kill the Marowak. We are Life Orb. That's very interesting. So he has a U-turn play. Okay. Alright, so hopefully this is still enough to kill the Marowak. It is. Alright, that's good. Alright, so Cinderace's last turn of Max is now. And we get a Beast Boost, which is really, really nice. Alright, now he knows I'm Life Orb. And here comes Reshiram in the end game. And remember, we have Earth Power. Okay. So that's exactly what I'm going to go for. We are going to... See, here's the thing. Okay. He's Bug, and this is going to affect him. But what are the chances he goes for a Fire move now? I think very high. So I'm going to do this. And it is his last turn, right? And I don't think I outspeed him even now. So just to be safe, I am going to Max Guard. Because I'll still have one turn of Max, and this is his last turn. So let's see what the Cinderace decides to go for here. He does go into the Max Flare. That's exactly what I thought he would do. And we'll block it. So he's a Fire type now, and here comes our Earth Power. That's going to do a lot. Alright, so his Cinderace in the back plan. Not the best, but we did play it very, very well. I'm glad to see Steela back, in all honesty. I think now he's just going to cancel the battle. We are going to Earth Power here, and we'll just Airstream. High Jump Kick. Okay. I guess just going for glory here. Oh wow, that did a lot. Oh, we got a crit. Okay, goodbye Reshiram. Alright, but still fine. Steela will be able to clean this up with a max airstream. Goodbye! Thanks for making yourself a fighting type and super effective to a max airstream. Celesteela back in Series 8. Offensive Steela. We will take that win. Okay. And there it is, guys. That is our Reshiram team. And again, we had some great battles. I was really proud to see Dynamax Celesteela again. And, you know, I've used Steela the most in Series 7. I built quite a few teams around it. I took it to the Players' Cup qualifiers, but this was the first time I was using it with Life Orb, and thank God, you know, it really shined in today's video. So you saw that, and Landorus Amoonguss is still very good. You've seen me use Life Orb Lando before. I've used Assault Vest Lando a couple times. So we're going back with the Lumberry Amoonguss combo this time, and you know, Lando, you know, with Intimidate just puts a lot of pressure on physical mons. So it's good to see Dynamax Lando on this team. You know, Aleki's there for the speed control and, you know, just another special attacker that can benefit from Grimmsnarl, Fake Tears. And Grimmsnarl also had some value. Really helped out with Fake Out, you know, and of course you got Scary Face, the Clover Tech as I like to call it. And Reshiram, you saw, we didn't even Dynamax it once. It's just bulky, it can clean up later in the game. After Lando and Steela and the rest of the team have done its work. So give this team a try. It's all about positioning with this one and speed control, but it's a fun one. Enjoy Reshiram. Have a good one.